Hello everyone, Weston again here with GoWesty, and today we're going to go over the stainless steel cooling pipes in a two-wheel drive Vanagon. Part number 251-121-397SS. It is also important to note that a special type of pliers are needed to do this job. These pliers are needed for the removal and reinstallation of the factory spring clamps found on most of the factory cooling hoses. To begin, let's start with removing the spare tire. Then go through and remove any zip ties holding the cooling pipes up. Your Vanagon should also have two of these metal retaining clips. Remove these and save them for later as they will need to be reused. Next, if you haven't already, the fuel tank will need to be removed. The video on how to do this could be found here. This is a good time to do the fuel tank reseal kit if it hasn't already been done. Next up, we're going to want to drain all the coolant out. Pinch the hose clamps with your pliers, then pull it back. Then grab the rubber hose and pull it away from the plastic coolant pipe. Be careful and stay clear as a ton of coolant will come gushing out. Next, go through the system, then repeat this process through all the remaining hoses. Once all the rubber hoses have been pulled off the plastic coolant pipes, the plastic pipes can simply be pulled out and removed. We strongly recommend that while doing the stainless steel cooling pipes to also upgrade all other rubber hoses in the vehicle. Now is a good time to replace them since the plastic pipes are out of the way. It is now a perfect opportunity to also replace the front heater hose. This specific hose is the long lengths of hose that runs alongside the cooling pipes. We opted to replace the two radiator hoses. Part number rad-hose-kit. These are not included in the stainless steel coolant kit, but we highly recommend it. To do this, start by removing the radiator support bracket. Then, using your spring clamp pliers, remove the two spring clamps and pull the rubber hoses off. Repeat this process in reverse to install the new hoses. Before proceeding to physically install the stainless steel cooling pipes, I like to lay them down on the ground and verify that the orientation is correct. A good indicating factor that the pipe's orientation is correct is that the section of the pipes that ultimately end up closest to the radiator are around the same length. The middle section tends to be a little staggered, and the rear of the vehicle's innermost pipe has a 90-degree bend in it. This pipe ends up running alongside the transmission, with the bend portion going up above the transmission. The two pipes shown here go towards the front of the vehicle, with the longer of the two pipes being the innermost pipe. Begin by routing the stainless steel pipes up through the rectangular portion shown here. Line the front section of these pipes up with the coolant hoses coming off the radiator. Apply some brake spray or a little bit of dry lube, and shove the stainless steel cooling pipes into the rubber hoses. Then slide the spring clamp over just past the barb fitting on the coolant pipe. Locate the two rubber junction pieces provided in the kit. Slide them over the midsections of the stainless steel cooling pipes. Then slide two each of the provided worm gear clamps on each of the junction pieces. Next, route the stainless steel cooling pipe that has the 90-degree bend in it. This is the innermost rear pipe and runs alongside the transmission. Next, connect the formed hose included in the kit. One end connects to the back of the thermostat housing and the other end to the pipe with a 90-degree bend in it. This kit replaces the hard-to-find 251-121-062 formed hose. If you have an automatic transmission with a stock transmission cooler, you must order the 251-121-397SS AT kit. The factory hose that feeds the stock cooler gets eliminated. This supplementary kit taps into the heater hose that runs parallel to the newly installed formed hose. Grab the last of the stainless steel cooling pipes. This is the outer rear and ultimately connects to the distribution tower. Now go through and make any final adjustment to any of the pipes or rubber hoses. Reinstall all spring clamps and go through and tighten any worm gear clamps. With all the hoses installed on the pipes, go through and reinstall these metal retaining clips. Reinstall this hose clamp that keeps the pipes up towards the vehicle. Then use zip ties to hold any of the heater hoses to the coolant pipes and any wires that might have already previously been there. With all the coolant pipes attached to the hoses, with proper tension on the spring clamps and worm gear clamps, it is now time to reinstall the fuel tank. Put coolant into the system and go through the proper bleeding procedures. We go over this process in detail in our Vanagon cooling system video, found here. With your newly installed stainless steel cooling pipes, you'll have the peace of mind on your next road trip that you won't spring any leaks. Thank you all for following along with me today, and until the next one, safe travels.